The hallmark of a democratic government is its integrity. Even Richard Nixon, who had a few faults, resigned in order to protect the government and not to put the American people through a lot of misery. And now we come to Justin Trudeau. He has had a number of accusations, some of them very, very substantial, of sexual harassment in his past. They keep coming up now and then. And in fact, this week he was saying, quote, Hockey Canada needs a real reckoning in wake of its handling of sexual assault case. How can the Prime Minister say that? He has no moral basis to say that whatsoever. The Prime Minister keeps talking about the gas tax. He knows that his philosophy, that his whole raison d'etre of being Prime Minister, of cutting down and shutting down the oil and gas industry, is absolutely wrong. He's been told by many experts around the world that Canada could empty itself of all people and it wouldn't make one whit of difference to global climate change. India, China, big deal. Canada, Britain, zero deal. He still goes on with that. It's morally wrong. Transparency. It used to be that all of the people on government jets, the government-paid jets, their names were public. So you'd know if someone is taking their friends and their family around for holidays. No longer the case. Mr. Trudeau, who said, I am going to be absolutely transparent as Prime Minister, is the most secretive Prime Minister around. And now, as he goes down to Costa Rica with a number of planes for his holidays, you never deny anybody their holiday, he is trying to say, we don't want anyone to know how many planes, how often I travel, even though he spends more hours in the air than on the ground. Mr. Trudeau is showing to be not what he says he is. Most people know he's a hypocrite. Most people know he doesn't tell the truth. Most people know that, with his good friend, the Aga Khan, who he hasn't spoken to for 40 years. How many people out there have really, really close friends that he haven't spoken to for 40 years? They're not that close anymore. We have a problem with the Prime Minister. And we have a problem with the Prime Minister's office. And we have a problem with the Canadian government. And it's now starting to reflect in the price of food, the price of heating, the price of Canadians living day to day, and the people who are out of a job. It's all being reflected because of this government. So my point is that some leaders, when they don't have the good basis for governing anymore, they resign. Or their party, like Boris Johnson, kicks them out. In Canada, we have none of that. But my only point is, Canada, we deserve better, and we should do better, because we need to do better in government. If you did not know that the red ensign, formerly Canada's flag, has now been labeled by the Canadian government a symbol of hate, and they're sending that to all the students, then press subscribe and PayPal and learn more.